We're back with more tributes here on American Legends Losses. Today we honor American legends who have sadly passed away recently. These remarkable individuals made significant contributions to their fields, whether in entertainment, politics, sports, or public service, and have left lasting legacies that touched countless lives. As we remember their incredible journeys, we extend our heartfelt condolences to their families, friends, and fans. While they may no longer be with us, their memories and impact will live on forever. Before we continue, if this video or the legacies of these individuals have touched your life, please consider giving it a thumbs up as a sign of respect. Thank you for your support. Christopher Richard Surl was a British television presenter, reporter, and actor born on July 13, 1943 in Bristol, United Kingdom. Throughout his life, Surl left an indelible mark on the world of television, becoming a beloved figure for his warm personality and professionalism. He rose to prominence during the 1970s and 1980s as a presenter and reporter for the BBC. His natural ease in front of the camera and ability to connect with audiences made him a staple of British television for several decades. One of Surl's most notable achievements was his work on the BBC's long-running show That's Life, a consumer affairs program that blended serious journalism with light-hearted humor. He co-presented the show, capturing the attention of viewers with his articulate style and clear passion for storytelling. His versatility as a presenter was further showcased in his contributions to other BBC programs such as Nationwide and Computer Literacy Project, where he made complex topics accessible to general audiences. This particular talent made him a pioneer in helping the public understand the rapidly advancing world of technology during the 1980s. In addition to his presenting career, Surl also made appearances as an actor, lending his skills to various roles in British television dramas. Though acting was not the main focus of his career, his performances were consistently praised for their authenticity and dedication. Sadly, on September 23, 2024, Christopher Richard Surl passed away at the age of 81. His death marked the end of an era for many who had grown up watching him on television. Surl will be remembered not only for his contributions to British television but also for his approachable demeanor and genuine love for his craft. His legacy endures in the countless hours of programming that continue to inspire future generations of broadcasters and journalists. Christopher Surl's contributions remain a significant part of the history of British media, and his influence on the industry will not be forgotten. Richmond was an American jazz saxophonist, composer, and arranger, born on July 24, 1940, in Champaign, Illinois. A versatile and highly respected figure in the jazz world, Richmond made significant contributions to both the performance and compositional aspects of jazz throughout his long career. He was known for his proficiency on multiple saxophones, including alto and soprano, as well as for his skills as a composer and bandleader. Richmond's musical style combined traditional jazz influences with a forward-thinking approach, making him a unique voice in the jazz community. Richmond's early years were marked by a dedication to honing his craft. After studying music at the University of Illinois and the University of North Texas, he began his professional career performing with prominent big bands such as those led by Stan Kenton and Woody Herman. These experiences helped him develop a deep understanding of big band music, which would later influence his own compositions and arrangements. His time with these iconic bands also allowed him to collaborate with some of the finest musicians in the jazz world, further enriching his musical journey. In addition to his work as a performer, Richmond was an accomplished composer and arranger, contributing to both small ensemble and big band settings. His compositions often pushed the boundaries of traditional jazz, incorporating elements of classical music, contemporary jazz, and other genres. He formed the Richmond Concert Jazz Orchestra, which became a vehicle for his more ambitious and complex compositions. His work as a bandleader earned him widespread recognition, and he became known for his ability to blend intricate harmonies and textures while maintaining the energy and spontaneity that jazz demands. Richmond passed away on September 20, 2024, at the age of 84. His death marked the end of a remarkable career that spanned over 6 decades. Richmond left behind a rich legacy of music that continues to influence and inspire jazz musicians and composers. His contributions to the jazz world, both as a performer and as a composer, have secured his place as one of the most respected and innovative figures in modern jazz history. Benny Golson was an American bebop and hard bop jazz tenor saxophonist, composer, and arranger, whose contributions to the world of jazz have left an indelible mark. Born on January 25, 1929, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Golson grew up in a musically rich environment that would shape his legendary career. He became one of the most respected figures in jazz, known for his dual talent as both a performer and a composer. Golson's journey to prominence began with his work in the big bands of Lionel Hampton and Dizzy Gillespie, where his skills as a composer took center stage, making him a standout more for his writing than for his performing early on. Though he initially gained attention for his composing and arranging, Golson soon emerged as a distinguished tenor saxophonist. His playing style blended bebop's complexity with hard bop's soulful expression, allowing him to craft a unique voice in the jazz world. As a composer, Golson penned some of the most iconic jazz standards, including Whisper Not Along Came Betty and I Remember Clifford, which were embraced by both musicians and audiences alike. His compositions have been performed by countless jazz legends and continue to serve as staples in the jazz repertoire today. In the late 1950s, Golson became a founding member of the Jazztet, alongside fellow trumpeter Art Farmer, further solidifying his influence on the jazz scene. The group was celebrated for its seamless integration of structured arrangements with improvisational freedom, showcasing Golson's mastery in both writing and performance. His career spanned over 7 decades, during which he collaborated with many jazz greats, including John Coltrane, Benny Goodman, and Miles Davis, establishing himself as one of the most versatile and enduring musicians of his generation. Benny Golson passed away on September 21, 2024, at the age of 95 in New York, New York. His passing marked the end of an extraordinary career that profoundly influenced the development of jazz. Golson's contributions as a saxophonist, composer, and arranger will forever be remembered, ensuring his legacy remains a cornerstone of jazz history for generations to come. Brian George Charles Huggett, MBE, was a distinguished Welsh professional golfer who enjoyed a remarkable career spanning multiple decades. Born on November 18, 1936, in Porthcawl, United Kingdom, Huggett established himself as one of the leading figures in European golf, known for his consistency and competitive spirit. He was a dominant force on the European circuit, where he claimed 16 victories between 1962 and 1978. Huggett's career bridged a pivotal period in golf history, with 2 of his wins coming after the formal establishment of the European Tour in 1972. Huggett's skills on the course were well recognized throughout his career, with his crowning achievement coming in 1968, when he won the prestigious Harry Vardon Trophy for leading the Order of Merit. This accolade solidified his status as one of the best players of his era. In subsequent years, he maintained his elite standing, finishing 3rd in the Order of Merit in 1969, 1970, and 1972, demonstrating his remarkable consistency and ability to compete at the highest levels of the sport. In addition to his numerous tournament wins, Huggett represented Great Britain and Ireland in the Ryder Cup on 6 occasions, serving as captain in 1977. His contributions to the Ryder Cup were crucial, and he played an essential role in some of the most competitive matches of his time. Huggett's leadership and calm under pressure were admired by teammates and opponents alike. Beyond his playing career, Huggett's influence extended into golf administration and mentoring. His appointment as a member of the Order of the British Empire (MBE) reflected his significant contributions to the sport, both as a competitor and as an ambassador. Huggett's legacy also included his role in shaping the development of the European Tour, as his success in the early days of the circuit helped raise its profile internationally. Brian Huggett passed away on September 22, 2024, at the age of 87, leaving behind a legacy of professionalism, sportsmanship, and dedication to the game of golf. His achievements and contributions will long be remembered in the annals of European golf. Curtis McCormack was an American politician who played a significant role in Vermont's legislative history, serving in the Vermont House of Representatives across two periods from 1983 to 1996, and again from 2013 to 2022. Born on February 28, 1952 in Queens, New York, McCormack's early life in a bustling urban environment contrasted with the rural charm of Vermont, which he made his home after moving there in 1971. This transition from city life to the natural beauty of Vermont would influence his passion for public service, community, and environmental advocacy throughout his political career. McCormack's political journey in Vermont was marked by his dedication to progressive causes, especially those related to the environment, social justice, and the well-being of the state's citizens. His legislative work frequently focused on sustainability, green energy initiatives, and policies aimed at combating climate change. McCormack was known as a thoughtful and deliberate lawmaker who sought pragmatic solutions to the challenges faced by Vermont residents. His commitment to these causes earned him the respect of his colleagues and constituents alike, making him a well-regarded figure in Vermont's political landscape. Curtis McCormack was also part of a politically active family. His older brother, Richard McCormack, has served in the Vermont Senate since 1989, and their combined years of public service helped shape the state's policies over several decades. The McCormack brothers were known for their shared values and dedication to Vermont, both of them focusing on fostering an inclusive, forward-thinking, and sustainable future for the state. In 2022, Curtis McCormack stepped down from the Vermont House of Representatives, capping a distinguished career in public service. His legacy is remembered for its focus on practical, people-centered governance, where the needs of everyday Vermonters were always prioritized. Curtis McCormack passed away on September 16, 2024, at the age of 72. His death marked the loss of a dedicated public servant whose contributions to Vermont will long be remembered. He leaves behind a lasting impact on the state's political and environmental landscape, remembered for his unwavering commitment to the community he served. Raquel Blandon Sandoval was a prominent Guatemalan lawyer, activist, and political leader who served as the First Lady of Guatemala from 1986 to 1991. During the presidency of her husband, Vinicio Cerezo. Born on May 10, 1943, in Guatemala City, she grew up in a politically and socially active environment, which profoundly influenced her future work in law, social advocacy, and public service. Blandon Sandoval's tenure as First Lady came at a pivotal moment in Guatemalan history, following years of political instability and civil unrest. Her role in shaping social policies and supporting human rights initiatives during this period left a lasting impact on the country. As First Lady, Raquel Blandon Sandoval dedicated much of her efforts to advocating for women's rights, children's welfare, and social justice. Her background as a lawyer allowed her to address these issues with a focus on legislative and policy reforms. She was deeply committed to improving the living conditions of the most vulnerable populations in Guatemala, particularly in the aftermath of years of internal conflict. Through her initiatives, Blandon Sandoval promoted education, healthcare, and legal protections for women and children, helping to create a foundation for ongoing reforms in the country. Her activism extended beyond her time as First Lady, as she remained engaged in political and social movements long after her husband's presidency ended. Blandon Sandoval became a respected figure in Guatemala, known for her commitment to justice and her tireless efforts to advance the rights of marginalized communities. She played a key role in advocating for the rule of law and the establishment of democratic principles during a time when Guatemala was still recovering from years of dictatorship and civil war. Raquel Blandon Sandoval passed away on September 21, 2024, at the age of 81. Her death marked the end of a life dedicated to public service, human rights, and the betterment of Guatemalan society. Her legacy as a lawyer, activist, and political leader will continue to inspire future generations of Guatemalan leaders committed to justice, equality, and progress. Paul Harrell is a well-known YouTuber and firearms expert, best recognized for his in-depth reviews and practical demonstrations of various firearms and ammunition. Born in the United States, Harrell has built a significant following through his YouTube channel, where he shares his extensive knowledge and experience in firearms safety, marksmanship, and personal defense. His content is known for being highly informative, straightforward, and based on real-world testing, which has earned him a reputation as one of the most reliable voices in the online firearms community. Harrell's background is rooted in extensive experience with firearms, both in civilian and military contexts. He is often praised for his methodical approach to testing and reviewing firearms, where he emphasizes not just technical specifications but also how weapons and ammunition perform under realistic conditions. His videos often feature controlled tests comparing different firearms and calibers, and he is known for his calm and professional demeanor, making complex topics accessible to viewers of all experience levels. Over the years, Harrell's channel has attracted a loyal following of gun enthusiasts, hunters, and individuals interested in self-defense. His dedication to providing accurate, no-nonsense information has distinguished him from many other content creators in the same field. His fans appreciate his honesty and the thoroughness of his reviews, which often include historical context and comparisons to other firearms. Paul Harrell passed away in September 3, 2024. He continues to produce content for his YouTube channel, contributing to discussions on firearms safety, responsible gun ownership, and self-defense. His influence in the online firearms community remains strong, and he is admired for his ability to communicate his expertise in a clear and measured manner. Paul Harrell's contributions to the world of firearms education have had a lasting impact, and he continues to serve as a valuable resource for those seeking reliable, practical information on firearms and ammunition. Ellen DeGeneres, the beloved comedian and television host, has recently faced some challenges in both her health and personal life, which have marked a bittersweet period in her career. Known for her groundbreaking contributions to television with The Ellen DeGeneres Show, her career took a turn in 2020 after facing controversies regarding workplace culture allegations on her show. These events, coupled with her decision to end her long-running talk show in 2022 after 19 seasons, marked a significant chapter in her professional life. While Ellen has remained relatively private about her personal health, she has openly shared moments of vulnerability over the years, discussing struggles with anxiety and stress, particularly during the difficult transition of ending her show. These personal hurdles, paired with her professional challenges, have created a complex period of reflection for the comedian. Despite the tough times, Ellen has shown resilience and remains a figure of strength and humor for her fans. In some exciting news for Ellen's fans, she is preparing to make a grand return to stand-up comedy with her upcoming special, One Last Hurrah. This project, which is expected to be released soon, marks Ellen's return to her comedic roots after decades of success as a talk show host. The special will be a celebratory moment for Ellen and her fans, giving her one final opportunity to showcase the sharp wit and humor that made her a beloved figure in the entertainment industry. One Last Hurrah is highly anticipated, as it signals Ellen's transition from her previous role as a daytime TV icon to her original love stand-up comedy. Fans are looking forward to seeing her once again take the stage, as she reflects on her remarkable career, life experiences, and the highs and lows of the last few years. This special will likely be an emotional farewell and a nostalgic reminder of her undeniable influence on comedy and television.